Hey guys, welcome back. It's Andrea here. So today I'm going to be sharing with you part 2 of the coffee cup gift card treat holder. So if you watched the previous video, I made this one, and this is with the Mermaid Dreams paper from Hobby Lobby, and all it is like a 4-ounce little coffee cup. And I just decorated it up because I want to use it to put treats in, and maybe a Starbucks gift card will go in the back. But I thought it was super cute. So we're going to go ahead and make this part today. And we're going to do the top piece, and we're going to add some ribbons and things like that to it. So I am going to be using my Cricut Joy. You can use any of your Cricuts that you have to make this. I'm going to put how to make it up on the screen here when I used it on my phone. So it'll be like one of these places. So it'll be appearing as I'm cutting the project. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull it up on my phone now and get it ready to cut. So the paper that I'm going to be using for this is going to match the band here, because I thought that looked really pretty. So I do need to make some cuts. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You could do this without a Cricut. I mean, if you wanted to, you could. Now we need to make the actual base of this. So we need to make this piece here, which is the bottom, the box. So how we're going to do that is we're going to cut this white paper down to size. So how big I need it is 5 3/4. And again, we're going to cut it on the smallest because we need it 5 3/4 by, so this is what it looks like. We need 5 3/4 wide by 10.5 high. So this is kind of like, if you guys want to take a screenshot of this, these are the measurements that you're going to need. So when you cut your circle to make this, it's going to be 2 1/4. So that's going to go over this piece, like right here, by 3 1/2. So that's what this piece is. Then you're going to cut a piece of paper that's 5 3/4 by 10.5 out of your base material, which is this. So I'm going to do 5 3/4. That's my smallest cut. And I know that I have plenty of space to cut it off at 10.5. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move this out of the way. And now we're going to open the arm on our trimmer. And if you wanted to design this completely on your Cricut, you could. It would even do the scoring for you. But I find it's just much easier for me personally to do it with the trimmer. So I'm going to make it at 10.5. I think it's actually faster to do it without the Cricut at this point. Okay, so now what we want to do is do all of our score lines. So I have here, so I have our 10.5 high by 5 3/4 wide, and now I have where we're going to score the lines at. Now, if you don't have a scoring tool, that's fine. I'm actually going to put up another video like back to back to back with these videos to show you how to do it if you don't have any scoring tools. I'm going to show you a few different ways you can do it. So just bear with me if you don't have these tools, but I don't think you need to run out and buy a bunch of stuff. I think you can do it without that. So the first thing we're going to do is score it at 1 inch. So if you have a trimmer or a scoreboard, you just put it to 1 inch, score it, turn it 1 inch, score it, turn it the whole way around, turn it, go back to 1 inch, score it, turn it. And this will all make sense whenever we fold it and trim it, right? So they're all scored on those inches. Now we need to pick a side to be the scoring side that we're going to do all of our measurements at. So I'm going to just use this side. So we have our 1 inch where we scored already. So we're going to start from that, like we have that line. We're going to take that line, and then we're going to move this to 4 3/4. And that's going to be our next score. So move it to the line of 4 3/4 and score. Then we need a 1 inch gap. So we're going to move it up to 5 3/4. It's going to be our next score line. And again, it's all right here, guys. Take a screenshot of this. This is what you need. And then you have all of your scoring done. So you can now put your scoring tool away, whatever you're using to score with. So now I have this piece cut at 4.5 by 6. And I'm going to lay it on here. And I'm going to use my brayer to press it down. This mat is not extremely sticky or anything. It just needs cleaned. But the brayer does help. If your mat isn't very sticky, brayers really do help to press down evenly when you're trying to, you know, get your paper to stick. All right, so I'm just going into Design Space. I'm going to click Make It on a mat, Continue, Continue, and Connect. So this is going to cut out the one piece I need, because if you saw, I made a mistake with my other cutting piece and I used the wrong file that I had made. So this is the correct file, and this one will cut it way better. So I'm going to click Go on my phone. There we go. That cut really nice. Okay. We're going to click Unload. And now we have the piece that we actually need. There we go. That's the piece we need. I should not have pulled it off that way, but okay. So we're going to put that away for now. But we're good with the Cricut now. We don't need it anymore. We just needed to do that one cut. So now we're going to go ahead and redraw the circle that I need, so that way there it fits, right? Because that last one I had was too small. It was actually the top that I need for on top of the mug. That's the circle I cut out. And I forgot that I had left it in the frame, where this one is now the right, the correct size. So now I'm just using a really janky pencil. There we go. And yeah, that's pretty janky. Okay, so remember, we're going to cut it bigger anyway, so that's fine. So if we just know that we're going to cut it from here a little bit further out, not extremely far. You want to keep the integrity of the paper, but we're just going to cut it out all the way around. So that is one thing, guys, because I design so much and I'm always on crafting, sometimes whenever I'm making projects, I will like forget that I saved the design that wasn't right, and I'll have two designs and I'll be like, oh, I think it's this one, and then I'll print out the wrong one. So long story short, we're good now. Now we can place this on top and you'll never see the jagged marks underneath. It'll be fine, and we can get started with making the base. So here we go. So the next thing you're going to do, now that you have your hole all cut, you're going to come in and where the corners meet. So I'll show you with this. Where these corners meet, I'm going to cut. So on the outside edges, the long 10.5 edges, I'm going to snip in at all the places that I scored to the first score line. So let me show you. So I'm just going to go in. I try to get into the gully of it, and I'm going to snip. Okay, and we're going to do that all the way around the sides. Okay, so we're going to snip, go into the gully, and snip, and snip. Okay, now we're not going to cut down. We're not going to cut on the short ends. Those are not cut. Okay, those are where your folds are going to be. Okay, so we're going to turn it around to the other side, and we're going to cut again. So we're going to snip up to the score line on the sides. Okay, and now we're going to go through and we're going to create our little V's. And what this does is it just takes out some of the bulk of the paper from when you're folding it, and it just helps it fit smoothly together. And here I had a little bit extra I didn't quite get in the gully, so we're going to trim that off. But we're just going to go in it, make little V's and trim it out. And again, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. It's just a little bit easier to put them together when you do this. Okay, so now we're all cut, we're all trimmed, and we're ready to just like make our score lines. So now we're just going to go through all the score lines and we're just going to fold them. If you have a bone folder, you can use one for this. If you're not sure what a bone folder is, it is this. It's just something that helps you flatten your edges. And you just press your folds down and it gives you a nice crease. You can do this with, you can do it with a pen if you don't want to use your scoring tool, and say you have, I suggest a white pen. If it's white paper, I don't ever suggest using a pencil because the yellow can come off, but you can just take a pen and press it down. But you don't want to press real hard if you're using a pen because it can cut the paper. So we can just do that. I prefer to use a bone folder. You can get them, and you can get plastic ones too. You don't have to get the actual bone folder ones. But there you go. So now, or you can use the side of a ruler if you're careful. Just take your ruler over it, and that can help burnish the edges as well. So now what we're going to do is the two inside folds. So we're just going to fold on this line. We're going to pull it back, and we're going to fold on this line. And basically a good fold just helps the structure of what you're making. It gives it a nice corner, a nice edge, and you're good. So now that we have that, we're going to start building the lower box. So this is how I do it. I use double-sided sticky tape, which I found after my video yesterday. It was literally right there, and I just didn't see it with my blind eyes. So I'm going to use double-sided sticky tape on the edge here. And I'm going to fold it up so that the edges meet. And I'm just going to press. If you have glue, use glue. You do not have to use double-sided sticky tape. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. Just use what you got. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to put double-sided tape on this side. And we're going to match the corners. And that works really well. And then I'm going to pull these in. I just need to adjust and see how I want to do this. Do I want to pull it down and in? Yes. Okay. So then the next thing I'm going to do is put adhesive on both of these. So as you see, I'm folding them in and I'm just running my tape runner on them. And then I'm just going to, again, get a nice corner and press. If you're using glue, you just might need to press a little bit longer, but it'll be fine. I'm going to do the same on this side and press. And then I want this piece. So now you have like a little holder. So I want this piece to come down. Okay, right on top. This is what it's going to look like from underneath. I want to press my front and my sides in, and then press these sides down. So what we're going to do is we're going to put adhesive all the way across. Okay, don't be afraid to use your adhesive. Okay, so you're going to put that, and you're going to line up your corners, your edges there, and then your sides. And to make sure they stick, you're going to go in with your finger inside the hole, and you're just going to press. Okay, and then you're going to do the same with these sides. Okay, you're going to press on the inside, and then you're going to do this side. Whoa, kind of went off track there, huh? All right, and you're going to do the same here. Press inside, and now you're going to put your main piece right over top. So I hope that I'm making this like that you guys understand it. Sometimes like I understand what I'm doing and then I can't explain it well. I think that happens. But now I have my adhesive on this. I line it up on here where I want it, or where I think I want it. And then I just press down, and the base of this is now complete. So now all we have to do is the back, okay? And then we're gonna cut some pieces for here. So those are really simple pieces to cut. Actually, we can use the scraps from what we had. So we need 3 pieces. And what I like to do is decide, okay, this has a nice fold over, both front and back. If you look here, you can see where there's an overlap. But if you look on this side, it's just a nice fold, nice fold. So this is going to be the front. So I want to put the paper here, here, and here. All right, so I'm going to cut my pieces, and how I know how big they are is by measuring. So I'm going to measure here. This is 3 3/8. So I'm going to make it 3.5 by 0.75. So I'm going to go to the 3.5 mark. I don't know if you guys can see this. I want to make sure you can see it on camera. The 3.5 mark. And then the 0.75 mark. Cut it in half, and you actually, do you get 2 nice? Oh, you get 2 sizes that will work. Then I just need to cut 1 more. Let me see if this is the right size. We're going to cut it at, again, 0.75, which is 3/8. And then I'm used to saying that because of the Cricut. And then we're going to cut it at 3.5. So now we have our 3 pieces that we need to decorate around the edge. Now we also have a piece we need to cut for the back. And I believe I made this 5 inches. I'm going to measure it for you. Let's see, that was my refrigerator like toning down. Okay, 5 inches high by, it should be 3 3/4. Yep, by 3 3/4. So 5 by 3 3/4. So we're going to get another piece of white paper. We're going to look and see if this is 5 inches. It is. It's big enough. So we're going to cut our smallest cut first. So we're going to cut 3 3/4. Okay, by 5. Okay. And then we're going to cut a decorative piece right here. So let me see if I have anything. I do. So I have a piece that should be big enough. I do. And we're going to cut it at, let me make sure I do this right because I don't want to mess it up for you. My ruler. My rulers are clear and I have trouble finding them. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make the backing piece 3.5 by, we could do 4. So we'll do 3.5 by 4. I'm going to pull this up to 3.5. Use your scrap paper, guys. Keep these pieces. You can use them for all different stuff. 3.5 by 4. All right. And now this is going to go on the back panel once we attach it. So again, you can attach the back panel with regular adhesive. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our backing on. We're going to have a little bit of a white background. So I'm going to put that on. I'm just using the double-sided sticky tape to add these. And I must have got some on my mat because I feel that my mat's a little sticky. Okay. And I'm just going to line this up with a white border. Just like that. Then, oh, I can't forget to put my designs around the front and the back, or the front and the sides. So now I have this piece and we can attach it onto here. So what I did was, so I knew I didn't go too high there, was I made this 4, so this 1 inch is what's going to be down here. So we can just put our adhesive down here and we know that this is the right height for the backing. And all I'm going to do is line up the bottom and the sides. And look at that. So now we're ready to put our front and sides on. I feel like I'm confusing you guys, but I may just be confusing myself. I had a lot of fun making this project. I really, really liked it, and I'm excited to give these as gifts. And I made these before years ago whenever, oh my goodness, we had this thing at work, and it was called You've Been Mugged, and you had to give you did these different things. It was super cute. It was just like a little sign that somebody put with your name on it, and it said you've been mugged, and then you gave somebody else mugs. And I made something similar to this, but they were bigger, and it turned out so cute. And I remember it was the pastor and his wife is who I ended up mugging, because they gave you a list of people that were already mugged, and you had to include that when you mugged somebody. So it was all done in secret, but they just left you know who all had already been mugged. So look how cute that is, guys. Okay, so we're not quite done, but isn't that adorable? Now we have to put the topper on. So what I did get some glue on there and peel that off, is I just snipped off the little coffee thing. I mean, I guess it could push down, but I felt like it was going to break the top of the cup. So I'm just going to snip it off. All right, we can snip that off. And then I'm going to adhere the first little circle that I cut out. So this was 1 and 2 1/4. Let me see. No, 1.86 is the size of this circle. 1.86 on your Cricut. So then I'm just going to put adhesive. Am I out of it? Oh, using it upside down? What am I doing wrong? Okay, here we go. I'm just going to put adhesive. Maybe oh, you know what? I ran out. Okay, again, just going to put adhesive on the back side so it doesn't go down into the cup and it stays. So I'm just going to do that, lay the circle in place just like that, and give it an opportunity to dry. And that's that. So now we're almost done, guys. I know this seems like a really forever project, but I wanted to add, so this one I added this little, I'll take mine with friends, because this is a gift for a friend. But this one, I wanted to add some of the ephemera from the kit that we got, right? So this kit I'm talking about, if you haven't seen the other videos, it's from Hobby Lobby. I know some of you are like, you're a broken record, but really, it's from Hobby Lobby, super cheap. It can make such beautiful things out of it. You can make a ton of stuff out of it. And that's what I'm here to show you. What I wanted to do was put some gems on top of here. So these are the gems that came with the kit. And I'm just going to snip some of them away, because they're all one long piece connected. And I kind of want, actually, I think I'm going to do one of each color. So let me see if I can cut through this with my snips very simply. There we go. So now they're all their own piece. I'm going to peel them off, and I just kind of want to randomly stick them on. I don't want them to be any particular shape. I kind of like them. The look of them is almost like bubbles coming up. I like that idea. And then one more right on the edge. I like that. I like that they're just like that. Then maybe I still want to use this ribbon though. I think this ribbon matches so nicely. Maybe I'll put the ribbon on here then. Maybe that's what I'll do. Like that. Okay. So we're going to take these, put those back. I know I'm not using that. I might use this. That kind of gets lost. That does too. I like them. I might put the seahorse on there just because it is so cute, and I've been wanting to use that in all the projects I've been working on, but I haven't quite found the project that I'm like, yes, let's use the seahorse. We're using the seahorse this time. And I might want another gem since I'm using the seahorse. I think we should use, let's see. We have this. Do I use this seahorse or do I use the purple seahorse? Oh, decisions. I think we're going to use the purple one just because I think it'll look cute with the ribbon. Or maybe we can use the ribbon to hold the seahorse, to tie the seahorse on or something. Yeah, I got to think that through. But yes, I like it. Okay, so let me adjust my little ribbon here. Okay, I like it right above where the cup is sitting. Okay, so I like it right there. And now I'm going to adhere it. So what I want to do is I'm going to hold it like this. And I'm going to take my glue, and I don't need a lot of this glue because remember, this is a permanent / temporary glue. So I'm going to fold it back. I'm just going to put the teeniest, tiniest bit right there. And I'm going to pull it and let it come through. And just let it sit there for a second because we want this to adhere to the ribbon and dry. All right, and now I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, it moved on me. Don't move on me. Okay. Because I just needed a little piece to stay back there, which we're going to put something on the back anyway, so it will hold. I kind of wanted it to hold for now. So let's see if we can get it to hold for now. And I'm going to go ahead and make my little bow over here. Better yet, I'm just going to make the bow, and wherever it sticks until I get it done, right? So like I said, this video is a little bit time consuming, but these are so worth it. They're just so cute to make. I mean, what friend would not want to get this, right? And you tell your friends if they don't want one, be like, geez, do you know what you're missing out on? Okay, so now I'm going to put a little bit of glue right on the back of the ribbon, and I'm just going to hold the ribbon in place for a second. Pull it tight. I know it's up a little higher than it was, but I'm okay with that. I'll survive. So I'm just going to press it down. Press, press, press. I'm probably gluing the back of it onto something else. Okay. Double-sided tape would work better, probably better for this. Okay, now that it's laying down, we're going to go ahead and make the bow. And then we'll finish it up. But I just thought this ribbon was so pretty. I'm just tying a normal bow. Sort of, now that my hands have glue on them. It's very sticky. Don't use glue. No, you can use glue. It was just a matter of getting the right. So now we have this. And we'll just pull it. All I'm doing is holding on to the ribbon in the center so that way there I can pull the bow off to the side so it's smaller. So that's why it's tiny now. And then I'm just going to clip the ends. I like them hanging off a little bit. So let's see what size. Let me see. I'm going to cut it at an angle, and I'm going to cut this one a little bit shorter at an angle. I do like it kind of off to the side. I think it looks cute because then you'll be able to see it. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then I want to put the seahorse on this side, kind of just like chilling, hanging out. Does he want to go here? I don't want to choke him, but we could for sure. No, I think he needs to go on top of dimensionals. Remember I talked about dimensionals, guys? This is what I do. If you guys are like wondering like how I create things, I just do this. I just try all different ways, and then I figure out what I like best, and then that's what I end up doing. So I'm going to put that there. I may be regretting that one. I don't know. I may regret this one because I may put it too far in. I did, and I'm going to peel it off before it becomes permanent. Sweet. It came off. Yeah, because I think I want the little thing sticking off without a sticky on it. Okay. So now I'm just going to do this. I'm probably going to edit a lot of this out because you guys are probably like, she's pretty much talking to herself. Okay. And I'm going to add this onto here, and it's sticking out. And I'm just going to put that like that. Clean this up. And I think do I want to give him like a sparkly eye? Well, that might make him look a little creepy. Do you think he looks creepy with a sparkle eye? No. We're going to do a light blue sparkle eye for her. And I think it'll look super cute. You could glue this if you want. I think the adhesive on this is really nice adhesive, so it'll most likely hold. And then it goes right down in there. We can pick these up, put those away. Whoops, left my glue out. Put that aside. Do I want to put anything here? I kind of want more ribbon on it. Do you guys like, I love this ribbon. I think I'm doing more ribbon, guys. Doing it. Gotta put more ribbon on it. So my other one had a spot for a gift card. I'm just going to show you that, but I don't want to add that onto this because I have a plan for the inside. But I did make a little pouch right here so you could slide something into it. So maybe you would want to slide like another little, like a gift card. Anything could slide down in here. It's big enough for a full-size gift card. And that is for the coffee one that I made. But this one isn't for an adult coffee drinker. So what I'm going to do is just kind of pull out at the starfish because I want it to be like for sure 3-dimensional and it'll set better inside the holder. But look how adorable that is. Okay, I'm going to quit jabbering and I'm going to finish this because I'm sure you guys are like, just do it, right? Another piece because I need a 5-inch piece. So we're going to use the same paper and I'm going to cut another piece for it because I want the back covered. I think it looks nicer with the coverage on it. And we're going to cut it by 4 3/4. So we're going to cut small again, 4 3/4. Pretty sure this is cut size. I may have to recut it, but going off of what I think it is. But I think it's, pretty sure this is too wide. I think we need to go 3 and I think we need to go this size. We'll find out. Sometimes I shock myself and get it right. That would make it right, but I don't like the bottom here. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut the ribbon out or the tie out. Now that I'm looking at that, I don't want that. We're going to wrap it again. See, guys, I have all you people like, oh, you probably never make a mistake. Oh, yes, I do. And you know what I'm going to do is, since my tape runner is out, I'm going to just go ahead and find, let's see. I can't go too far because I'm mic'd up. Hold on. Okay, so I just went and got a new tape runner. How's that? Should have just done that from the beginning instead of being lazy about it. All right, so what we're going to do is just run a piece the whole way across here. Okay, and then we're going to put it here. Oh no, don't put it there. Don't do that. Let's make it look pretty. So we're going to go on the front, hold the sides. So we're just going to do this, get it where in the center or wherever you want it. So I want it like right there. I'm going to pull it back to make sure that I have enough for both sides. Okay, so we're going to do this. My hands are sticky from the glue, so it's moving it. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to just pinch the sides this way. And I'm going to kind of pull a little bit because I need a little bit of that. And then I'm going to press down on the back. Did you get to see that? So I'm stretching it, making sure it's like even. And then I'm going to do that. That one's too low. So let's pull it up and do it that way. Okay, now we're going to add this piece right over top of there. So we're going to, I got glue. Okay, now we're just going to adhere this right to the center of the back. And look how darling this is. We could put something, we could put another another piece right here. We could cut something out. We could put some more gems. You want to do a row of gems? Let's do some gems. I like this light blue, but I don't want to use all of them. Maybe if I just do like a few, like 1, 2, 3. Let's do 3 of the blue gems. Let's do that. Is that the same color as the eyes? No. We need to do the same as the eyes. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to cut those off. And I want them separate, so I have to trim them out. Again, they're all one piece. They're like all hooked together. And I'm going to place them. So I want one in the center or close to the center. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm for sure not like perfect at lining things up. And do that and do that. Oh my gosh, guys, I love it. Okay, well, let's strike that. Let me kind of get it in the center. Kind of put it off to the side. That would bug me. Okay. I think that's a little better. That looks even more even. Look how pretty that is. Okay, now we're going to put our cup in it. Look at that. With the top, with the little gems. That is so cute. I love it. All right, guys. Sorry this video was 2 parts. It took a long time, but I wanted to be able to show you how you can make something super cute. Like, again, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4th item I've made with this paper pack, and I still have a ton of paper, lots of ephemera, lots and lots of stickers. But yeah, isn't that cute? Okay, I'm going to take some pictures of this, and then I'm going to get this video up as quickly as possible so that, sorry guys, I had my mic laying down the whole time, so I can get this video up as quick as possible and you guys can get started crafting and just having fun. So remember, you can do this with any size of cup, any size of paper cup. You would just cut it like I showed you in the first video to get the right size, and you just like measure accordingly to make your circles to fit everything in. So, all right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're all having a great day. And I will be putting up videos on how to score. I also am putting up videos on weld for your Cricut machines, what welding is, what slicing is, what the contour buttons for, like all of the things I have videos coming up on. And yeah, so if you like this video, please subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, please share and like the video. That just helps me with the YouTube channel growing. And one last view of this in case you needed to take a screenshot of it and a reminder of what the craft looks like. There you go. I'll try to make it look pretty real quick. Get everything out of the way. But there's your measurements. The back is 5 by 3 3/4. So for the back piece that you need. All right, guys. Thanks again. Bye.